Hello, this is K5 introducing the Toyota 2000 GT. Up before you can see a couple of mainline versions of this car. The red one was the first release, and the yellow one a more recent release from this year actually. Now the red version is pretty nice and very accurate, as only in real life production only really saw red or white cars available to the general public, which could buy the car from the Toyota store, from the TV, funny enough, from the Toyota retail channel. This car was put on sale first in 1967 and was produced up until 1970, and only 351 examples were ever built. It's 2-litre straight 6 engine, 5-speed manual or 3-speed automatic gearbox. Saw it perform extremely well and actually compared very well to the Porsches of the time. This metal body plastic base version was not the original concept. Originally conceived with a metal body metal base to feature in the Hot Wheels vintage racing line. And fortunately this is how we find our Super Treasure Hunt version, with a nice metal base and rubber tyres, all ready to be marketed in that vintage lineup. But unfortunately never saw the market place, and the casting was put back. It's rumoured that this particular casting, designed by Ryu Azada, will probably feature in the future Redline Club series. Now this car had a very exciting career, was used as a racing car, originally raced in 1966, coming third at the Fuji Raceway. But in 1967, soon after its release onto the general market, two cars came first and second. And this is one of the cars. This is the car that came in second place at the Fuji Raceway on that day in 1967. If you notice some design features here, the white car is a Tomica from the their vintage racing series. It's very accurate rear end with those bumpers, but I can't seem to find any examples with that particular shielding around the exhaust pipes. The Hot Wheels version does actually have a more accurate representation of that. Again, the Hot Wheels version features wing mirrors, which is accurate, and the Tomica version does not. A nice feature on the Tomica version is the opening doors and suspension. Always like a bit of suspension. Now these aren't the only two examples of this 135-mile-an-hour coupe Grand Tourer. I do actually have another couple of cars to feature today, and they're both Toyota 2000s. These are the cars that were built for the James Bond movie You Only Live Twice. As you can see, this one is a Corgi, and this one is a Johnny Lightning. Now the differences between these two cars are very faint, mainly the wheels. The Johnny Lightning appears to feature real riders and much more accurate hubs. The Corgi version has lovely hubs, but they're not accurate to the film. Have a quick look at the back of the cards on these ones. Both glorious. I think I actually like the Johnny Lightning one better. Now both these cars are the same casting, and the Corgi car actually came out before the Johnny Lightning car, so whoever makes these cars also makes cars for Johnny Lightning, and their code number 654 on the base there designates, to me anyway, that they are basically the same casting but with different wheels. Now, well, I'm fortunate enough, when I bought these cars, I bought one and the guy gave me one free, which was brilliant. and he gave it to me free because it was open at the bottom, and that allows us now to have a good look at this open top Roadster. So anyway, let's have a look inside there. Features a plastic insert there for the driver. On the real car they were going to build a Targa top, but poor old James Bond's head was too tall and poked out the top. So the Toyota engineers managed in 2 weeks to produce an open top version, and only 2 cars were produced for the film. The back there doesn't actually feature a top or anything, it's just a pretend cover for the roof. But nice accurate rear end there, featuring the bumpers and headlamp, tail lamps, etc. We can compare this probably nicely with the Tomica. Very nice. Actually very similar scales as well. So anyway, I'm going to finish up, spin up all these 3 beautiful cars together for your pleasure. And as you can imagine, these cars are very rare, and on the open market today will fetch in excess of $1,200,000 a car. It's a non-profit car, and at the time when they sold these cars it was a little bit like the Bugatti. No money was made, but it certainly boosted Toyota's reputation, and famously Carroll Shelby bought 2 of these cars and raced them in America. Anyway, this is K5 saying ta-ta for now.